Yeah, I think it's an elegant name. It's catchy and it's got a nice ring to it. But the best part is that it's rooted in scriptural thoughts and ideas. And at its core, it really says what we're all about.
I'd like to tell you a little bit about our new logo. Something about a pie. This is a pie with one slice cut out. Each show is on its own a single piece of that pie, and we have many pieces to that pie.
So the pie, in the title, Something About a Pie, is like the body of Christ because it has all kinds of different ingredients. You need lots of ingredients to make a pie. All those different ingredients are like different kinds of people. Like in the body of Christ, serving a different function, are just like the ingredients in the pie that all have a different flavor or have a different purpose in the pie. The channel does a lot of things actually, but first and foremost we talk about Jesus, and we do that in a lot of ways. Usually on Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, end of the week, we like to post the Sunday school videos. Because that's a good, simple way of telling the story and talking about Jesus. A lot of times that seems to be just the way that people want to hear it, is in a simple way.
That's when he met Rachel, and he fell in love instantly. He introduced himself as her cousin Jacob. At the same time, word had gotten around that Jacob had arrived in Haran.
Well, and it's kind of funny because the biggest draw to our channel is a Sunday school video for some reason. I have no idea why. But it's where we stemmed from. We started using the channel originally for that purpose. Just to do Sunday school videos and post a Sunday school video so that the kids could get a more engaging lesson. And it's a great outreach method. One time we had a local Boy Scout troop actually help with the video. I had a roommate too who also helped with the videos, and that was a lot of fun, getting to talk to him and tell him things that he'd never heard before.
So tell me, Jacob, what's your relation to the event?
Well, I'm one of the brothers.
Amazing. So how did this reunion happen?
I'm Aletha, and I do philosophy class. We've started out, the first one was What is Truth? Years than man was on earth in order to accomplish it. That truth was proved to be a false truth because what we needed was more inventions. We talk about issues that are prevalent in society at the time, things that would help people to get a little closer to God and see how God can work in their lives through the trials and tribulations that they may experience. Can make little watch springs, and then you've got $200,000 worth out of your little $5 bar of steel. That's kind of what God allows to happen to us as we struggle through our difficulties in life. He can use these struggles like a fire refining us. And we do one of these approximately every 2 weeks. It goes on Tuesdays.
Another really neat thing is that we get to talk about the Bible in fun ways. A way that people want to see. One that doesn't feel dry or forced. We use a show called Christianity and Pop Culture to talk about Christian things. And in pop culture, for instance.
Hi, I'm Victoria, and I do some of the stuff for Christianity and Pop Culture. It's a show about pop culture and the Christianity in it. Whenever I watch a movie or read a book and I think, you know what, I could put that on the show. So then I go back and I look for, was there Christianity in there? And yes, there always is. So that's just kind of cool to share with people that yes, Christianity is everywhere. You do know something about it, you watch it, you read it. Also throughout the series, there is a theme about whether it's better to sacrifice yourself to save many people or save yourself at all costs.
Let's start with the main character, Sora. Sora in Japanese means sky. There are a lot of interpretations you can take away, but I would suggest that he is sky for his nobility and for his position as a traveler between worlds who comes to save them.
And then we do some really funny ways of looking at the Bible. That's in the Bible. It's just a really funny way. It reminds you the Bible can be funny and the Bible can be fun. And Cody, he's just really funny. It's a great time filming with Cody, and it's great because it talks about a lot of the stories that people don't know and kind of examines them and picks them apart. You know, like I said, best of all, it reminds people that the Bible isn't boring. It's not lame.
But the army elected a different king, and they came back. He decided, if I can't have this palace, nobody can, and he burned the entire thing down with himself. So his reign was short. Went down in a blazing glory. Zechariah was like, that's not possible. That's not a thing that can happen. And the angel was like, that is a thing that can happen, and it's going to happen, and she's going to get pregnant. And so the angel.
Most importantly, it's about Jesus and it's about people. We work long and hard to make sure that we deliver quality content that lives up to what Jesus would want us to tell people.
What I do is I get into prayer and find out what are things that are going on in my life or in the lives of people around us that might be interesting for others who are having the same issues I might have, or who may need to learn something of what God says about the issues that are happening in the world around us. We take some of the things that are going on in our world today and relate them to God's love for us and how He can help us when we are going through these kinds of situations.
I write scripts for Christianity and pop culture. I film those scripts. I edit those takes and sometimes other shows, usually other shows actually. I put everything together and get approval.
We're centered at King of Kings Lutheran Church in Renton, Washington, and you can see a lot of shots of the interior of the church. Christianity and pop culture is usually shot in our education wing. Philosophy class is almost always in the pastor's office. And it's really good to be grounded in a Christ-centered community, because it means we never lose sight of our ultimate goal, to be a mission, an outreach organization.